Let's go!
Yo, Joe!
Yo, Joe.
Your enthusiasm is infectious.
Yo, Joe, yeah, I guess. Maybe.
There, I said it once.
Hey, you want to check yourself out of the movement? That's your problem.
Oh, man.
I want there to be a class that has the battle cry do more things. If you're that class.
I think Officer can have it do other things or add on to what it does.
Nice.
Because they're kind of the Bard Commander thing.
Base free, so.
Uh,
But
you may notice there's a small snag.
oh no.
You haven't updated the map.
I know not of this snag. There is no snag.
That one is down and set base. Okay, they're all nice.
Basically, these three and this one.
Yeah, so there's 4, and they're too scattered for my shotgun to do any good.
I just focus on the ones that are damaged because I'm about to kill off the one that's next to me.
Well, yeah, it just means I had to figure out what I was doing.
Oh man, I didn't realize that they're that far away.
Yeah.
Your weapon has range, and the G.I. Joe system appears to acknowledge the fact that you guys have range.
Yeah, which, again, isn't a problem. It just means that I can't be quite as devastating as I thought, just because I have to spread my wealth a little bit.
I didn't realize how far away they were. I was like, oh, maybe the dog can go do something now. No, the dog can't go do something. They're too far away.
Yeah, the dog already got the keys, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
they have the keys.
Yeah, the dog already has the key. Yes.
Hello. I think that it'll be preemptively. Hello.
Not great.
Yeah.
I should have a D20 up here. I apparently do not have a D20 on my desk anymore since last Wednesday.
Mm.
But I still did. But I do not. Time to go to the whiskey bag of dice.
Alright. Yeah, so did you get a bonus?
Unless you have extended reach, unless you're
I'm getting there.
okay.
Let's just. Because I know I aimed. I forget if there was a bonus for up close or a penalty for up close.
If I know if you're
within reach, if you fire with range weapon within reach of the enemy, you suffer downshifts. Okay, so this is probably gonna miss.
Believe in yourself.
Oh, it's not a matter of believing. It's a matter of I can see what I rolled.
Ow.
I rolled a 7 and a 10. This is not a. Pistol round to this one, sword slash to this one as I move past him on the diagonal.
Okay. It sparks against the chassis. That's 10 to 7 to hit, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sparks against the chassis.
That's what I thought. They didn't do when.
Yeah, if I ever gotten their attention.
Oh, that's something, I guess.
What was that for you?
That's my 2 attacks and my movement, so yeah.
Okay, Foxhound.
I am going to shoot the closest one that's still at full health. I'm doing my alt fire, so I have downshifted it.
Alright.
And apparently I just crit this thing for a stupid amount of damage.
Only on the first one, because you can't crit on the D2.
Right. So, okay, yeah. Yeah, you have...
I'm aware.
correct.
I take the highest result, and it's a 4.
Yep.
It's going to be
So,
technically 6 damage.
well, if I remember correctly, when you agree, you can use the alternative fire.
So you have the option of double damage or the secondary, alternate.
Well, that's what I mean. It's alternative fire for the assault rifle is I do more damage. So
I thought the assault rifle also had multi-target as an option.
no,
No, that's from the heavy machine gun and the assault.
no, I just get instead of doing 1 damage, I do 2 damage. And I have the lethality law, which makes my 1 damage and 2 damage be 2 damage and 3 damage. So all I've done is made it where I do 4 damage if I'm shooting normally, if I want to do that, or I do 6 damage. But since I already dealt fire, I'm just going to deal fire again. This will like crit, I might as well. So it's just 6 damage to the robot. And I'm going to spend my three actions to move 3 hexes and have Doug follow me.
Who's Doug?
Dog.
The dog?
His dog, yeah.
His dog isn't Doug, but he did say Doug.
His dog's name is
I
Doug.
think
No, it's not.
the dog's name is Dog in Russian. But yeah, that's all I'm doing. I just delete the bat in front of me.
Okay. It sparks and shreds into a pile of holes and metal.
Cool.
Okay.
Make it the bat's turn.
You said it's Matt's turn?
Bat's turn.
Who the hell is Bats?
The robots, they're called bats.
Mm.
And if you are intending to play the computer boots up faster when you actually plug it in and hit the on button.
But it always takes forever for this.
I've got disputing that. I'm just saying it does do it faster if you at least start the process versus just letting it sit there.
Okay.
Yeah, well, either I need a new battery or I gotta put it.
Or you're pretty sure you need
Is
it.
that a Sierra I hear on site?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I realized I couldn't have an orgy with just women, so I invited the boys.
Yeah.
Nice. It's not exactly how that works, but okay.
What, Titan? Are you still sad that I reprimanded you outside? Maybe I told you to be a bad boy. If you would have given me the toy when I told you to drop it, we would have been outside longer.
I believe your rating is 17 for something?
18.
18.
Mine is 35.
Ah. Can you roll deception, please?
I'm the master artist. That's
She needs to do that
80.
super deception, 'cause she's not even on the map.
Much closer than I am. And I'm thrilled with. Alright. 3 super points.
That doesn't look good. They're
No,
rushing
no.
you.
I'm getting surrounded.
Oh, don't worry, I have band-aids for that. They probably just need a ham cheese sandwich.
They're robots. Sadly, that doesn't work.
Hey, you'd be surprised. We're about to need a mom, too.
Okay, fire gushes out of a nozzle that has risen from the bat's forearm. Fortunately, however, you were never afraid of fire. Let's see.
Oh, wow, that was a lot faster than I thought.
Since Joby is here, I will add
Who's
her.
Joby?
Dale Bates.
Oh. What is that? My head is killing me again.
Ah.
I just heard the blood rushing up into my head.
I just get some death.
I'm sorry, I did not feel like I was dying, and I only slept for maybe half an hour.
Well, that's good.
I don't know. That's good. I farted and it scared me, and that's what woke me up. And then I couldn't go to sleep because I was like, damn, how old am I?
What evasion are you using Fox sounds?
16, it's evasion. Sad they're targeting me, not the dog.
Oh, this is the one that wasn't given the order.
They're targeting the dog and not you?
No, they're targeting him.
Oh, well, then, okay, that's cool. That's fine then.
Yeah, the one that was actually targeting the dog is already dead, thank you.
Yeah. So, Foxhound, you have been critically hit.
Oh, cool, I'm down.
A Capri Sun. Someone tossed this man a Capri Sun.
You take 2 damage as that angle that's plausible. As a bullet penetrates your chest.
That's still, I think that pass far bottom there.
Okay, I'm 0.
Nothing's on it.
Oh, then you got a start menu, a clock, and a blue chick.
But nothing else is on it.
Icons.
Oh, I can't see them from this angle. Those icons?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
And
icons.
yeah, that was the last
No, I-
one.
I'm just saying, you got a lot of stuff. It is loading.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because of course you had critically hit.
Did I say the sheet on my computer?
It's on another right.
Roll 20 to me.
But I
It's
think
a
it downloaded.
reverse.
Well, if you downloaded it, that's okay. I'm just saying, it is on Google.
Yeah. Well, this way, so I didn't have to keep opening Chrome. 'Cause I feel like Chrome slows the computer down.
It possibly sometimes does, sometimes it doesn't.
Let's see. Antivenom cannot antivenom. Time will slow as it becomes Jobate's turn. Foxhound has just fallen down after the
I
sound.
don't know if it's gonna pop open if I click on anything. Wait! I click on stuff and stuff popped up. Ah! Did you see it? It's like magic. Let's see if it opens.
I think that's your super sheet.
No, it's here again complete.
Yeah, that's your super sheet.
Oh. Oh, you are right on there.
Anyway, I put it over here while you wait for something to finish loading.
That might be better. Okay, so what does the map look like? That's the map?
I need to scoot it down a little bit, but yeah. We are currently in the garage.
Still?
Yeah, not different garage.
Oh, okay.
Before we were in the hangar, now we're in the garage.
Okay.
The bad guys just stole a car. We're trying to get it cleaned up in here so we can get that car and go after them.
Okay. And those are the red.
The things with the red bars over them are the bad guys.
Okay.
And
but
all of them are dead except for the 3 that are near Tristan.
Am I up to 3?
I'm a CQC person, so
You do have guns.
I do have guns. What is my distance? Am I close enough to get
You are there, so
where?
right here.
Okay,
50 feet.
so that's enough.
Hang on. If you spent all your free actions, you would just be able to get in range, melee range.
Okay, but free actions will still let me.
Attack, yes.
Okay, then let's do that.
It's a be your move and your freeze. And because you're a thief and I'm near them, you also get your sneak attack damage.
Huzzah!
Now, I cannot move you. Dave will have to do that for me, or give me control, but...
I'll give you control in a second. Okay, I was just reading here, and I believe we had agreed on the soldier rules
Mhm.
for death. I believe we'd agreed on. I mean, you should have to mechanically make the rules, but
Now who died?
I do believe there's a
being down?
Yeah.
If you're at 0, you're just at 0. You don't die. You're just defeated until somebody heals
Yeah,
you.
you're just
Gotcha.
defeated. Yeah, there's no being dead.
If I hit him with the PB&J sandwich, can he come back?
No, we have to use a med kit.
Oh, I mean that's close enough to him right there.
No,
PB&J sandwiches always revive me.
Also, there are technically options where we can use, I can't remember what they're technically... The story points.
Mhm.
But I can still technically take a turn. But I can't remember what that entails in its entirety off the top of my head.
Flanking.
They don't have flanking rules?
That's what I'm trying to find out, is if we have flanking. Maybe.
I feel like this would be the first game system I've ever played that didn't have flanking rules. I don't know what this means. It just popped up. I just click OK, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Joe Beach. Shoot.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about flanking, so...
And we wait, and we wait, and we wait, and we wait. Wait.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna move to the nearest combatant.
Alright, reactions.
Now, I suppose you could lend assistance if you wanted to.
Well, yeah, but that's an action.
It is, but you're talking about flanking.
Oh, yeah, I was just noting because she and I are flanking that one bat. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, Sierra gets the benefit of flanking. Of course. No, that's if you have edge. Okay.
I don't think I have edge. I
You do
just
not.
started the game.
Well, edge just means the situation that grants you advantage.
Uh-uh.
Wait, but you do have a skill up if you're using your sword because you're electric.
I do want to remind folks, story points are a thing. What they can do is detailed in the Joe Regs. Feel free to use them.
Wait, we don't have to use all your bonus actions. This is your first round.
Ah!
Remember, you just have to shout the tagline.
Oh, what was the tagline? Hold on. I'm trying to learn. Don't laugh at me! Oh, you don't remember my password. I don't remember my password. Google, this isn't funny. It's first you said.
It might take a statement to load it. And quick count password. You can fill that out now while you're.
We'll come back.
You have to do forgot password.
No, I refuse. This is the thingy.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Alright.
But yeah, if you do the Yo Joe,
Oh, G.I. Joe. Wait, Yo Joe!
there you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
And then we.
Now you have your free action still.
I guess I'm still loading.
Are you trying to sword?
Yeah.
1d20 plus 1d6. Actually, we need to be smart about this. If you want to do 1d20 plus 1d4, you can hit 2 people.
These do not come out so easily. How's that? Roll good. What is that?
That's a,
2.
it's a 2 and a 1.
I'm not rolling.
Now you have to roll again because you have to roll 1 attack per person. So you missed the first one.
I missed the first one. Don't miss the second one here. Well, we'll cut that. That was a 1.
And I think it's a 19.
Yes.
Okay, so dirty 20.
Okay, that one hits.
Okay, so you do 2 sharp damage.
Is it to the person to the north?
Which one do you want to hit to? The one to your right or the one above you?
I want to miss the one above me and hit the one on the right.
Okay, so 2 sharp to the one on the right.
Okay. It's your sword then?
Mm-hmm.
Your sword cuts through them. Sparking as it goes, arcing into the android unit. Now, because I had you act at the last of the round, because you were new, I will now need you to roll initiative.
Okay, here we go.
You have
That's right. We have to roll initiative for
I
each
do
round,
not
don't
have
we?
initiative.
No, initiative you roll once, and it takes an action to re-put.
That's right.
You do not, so it's a 2d20 disadvantage.
1d20?
You roll d20 twice to take a look.
Oh, okay.
How many story points do we have right now? Because you were going to keep track of that.
3, first round.
9. I don't know what that is. What is that?
That's 6.
Okay.
Oh, we don't keep the ones that we had from the
Nope, they
previous
reset
session?
every session.
12. So I take the 6.
Oh,
6.
dang.
But when we change scenes, when we get in the car, we'll get more.
I always feel bad for what I'm about to request them.
What are you requesting? I mean, it's not like...
I can spend a story point to act normally on my turn.
Where are you seeing that one? I'm not...
It's literally in the
As I'm looking at spending story points, I see re-roll a 1...
page 206 of the rulebook.
Oh, you're in the rulebook. Okay, I'm looking at the handout.
It's also in the conditions listed for defeated.
Okay.
Oh, because I
The
thought
creature
you
itself can. Whenever a creature takes damage is subtracted from the current health, and then somebody reaches health 0 health is defeated.
It's possible. It's a defeat.
Then-
Acting while defeated is possible, depending on the nature of defeat, with a story point. Yeah.
Yep.
Why wasn't that in the section of story points then?
9.
Because it's not.
Because it's a special exemption to the story point. I don't.
Yeah, because it says defeating healing damage on page 209. Damage is permanent when the creature reduces 0 health is defeated. When the creature is defeated, it can no longer take actions, but may spend a story point to military acts as though it's not been defeated.
I mean, if you want to spend the story point to act, you can, or Sierra and I can just take a moment to bop these last 2 guys up, and then you'll just pop back up anyway.
Okay, I have added it to the spending story points.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes, since you technically go the same initiative.
Yeah, so I can just we can just say I go before you and see how I do.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to slash the guy in front of me
Okay.
and pistol pop the guy back here.
Okay.
Now downside. I had rolled for multi-attacks, and now I can't multi-attack because there's not multiple people in my face to attack. I think I can format this just a little bit. Oh, I copied the whole line. That's nice. There we go. Oop. Oh, that's what I fucked up there. Okay, well, maybe we can see what I was doing. So,
Okay. You barely hit.
with the 14 barely hit.
Yeah.
Alright. Slash the one in front of me. Again, pistol pop the one back there.
As you slash through one, and your bullet hits like a middle torso area of the android over there. Okay.
To the car, where I will take a slide, aka going prone, to try and make myself harder to hit. So he's kind of going into a slide roll.
Okay.
All right, Eric, you can either spend that story point, or we can see if Sierra can take it out.
I have one thing I can do. I'm not going to spend a story point for myself, but guess what? I still have the dog pit.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, dog could just go, and then you don't have to spend the story point.
And let's see, the dog's movement is what again? The dog's move is a 45 and has a speed of 4, so he can move an extra 20 feet. So that's more than enough to get within range.
Who's this guy though?
He is the boss.
He is not. He's driving off.
Okay, this guy's
He's currently driving off.
They're in the car, yeah.
Okay. They just broke in to steal one of our cars?
Among other things. They also were trying to steal a flash drive that had the list of all the Joes and everything. And
We kind of prevented everything.
That's why you don't
All that's
believe
left is to prevent him from escaping and knowing the
You
location
have them
of the pit.
memorized in your head.
You have the entire G.I. Joe roster memorized here.
Yeah, you memorize them in your head. For shame on
Let's see. It is attacking with a bite, so that would be brawn or might? What would that actually be?
if you're doing an attack, it is might.
That dog doesn't get my ranger shenanigans.
Nope.
It did, that'd be so broken. And there's the
Okay, there's a spray of oil as Sabaka ends this one that's pre-programmed existence.
Okay, so now we've cleared out the robots. We still gotta go after the boss, but you're still down.
Yes, and that requires a minimum of someone to kill me by 1 HP, which is a difficulty 10 skill test
Yeah,
of science.
but nobody had science except Brian, and Brian's in mark mode.
But that's what the point of kits are for.
Yeah, if we nuke his kit, we get a skill dice of some level. I forget what level it is.
I have a taste for spaghetti.
Pasta.
Say the matter you can attempt skill test to call for a message without a snag. You can attempt skill test to call for a limited. One snag.
So,
You can take 10 minutes and consume the kit to gain a temporary specialization in medicine for 1 minute. I don't know if we want to give the guy a 10-minute head start, unfortunately.
So, do you want to see if it is possible works via delivery?
It doesn't. We're too far out.
What time Brian shit's actually essential?
Yeah.
Oh. No, Sierra's got this. If I assist you, that gives you a skill up, which will bring you up to a D2. And because of your adventurer background, once per scene, you can have a flashback to sometime you did something and have advantage on a roll.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
1d20 plus a D2. So
So I have a
So
question.
take another die and when you higher low it basically,
Okay.
Um,
or 1d20 plus 1d2 if you're putting it in there, and you get to roll at advantage, so you get to roll twice.
I do have a question though.
Mhm.
I do have a question though. What's your flashback?
It's of a scene with me and what's his face that I like from Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Oh, why can't I remember his name? I keep wanting to say Mortensen, but I don't know where that name's come from.
I don't know if Viggo Mortensen has to do with.
I don't know why I keep thinking of him.
What-
Even when I had a flashback today in real life, I was like, oh, why am I thinking of him? Where do I know him from? Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, among other things.
I think it's the only thing I've seen him. But yes, no, I have a flashback where a teammate was wounded and I had to drag him to a cave and administer first aid. There we
Okay.
Okay, got you to 1.
go.
Cool.
She's gonna rip off a wrapping of a Snickers bar and like shove it in your mouth and be like, here, eat this to get your sugar up.
Sugar and adrenaline. I like it.
I am going to grumble because my mouth has been stuffed with Snickers.
Okay. Everybody get in the car, figure out who's riding shotgun and who's riding trunk.
I'll just strap myself into the back.
And get into the rumble seat.
Oh, there is no rumble seat. It's just me going to be standing there punching with basically using rope and a cable,
It's an improvised
rope and
rumble
clip
seat.
points. I'm just hanging by a thread.
Hanging by a thread.
As the car tears out of the garage. I don't know if this counts as a new scene or not. If it does, David needs to roll 1d2 plus 1.
Yes, there will be a new scene.
Okay. And I'm immediately going to spend one of those, as we discussed last time, to make up to lost time by doubling our move.
Okay.
Because I'm
Our vehicle is faster than theirs.
Yes, and I'm using Freestyle's ability to spend a story point, get party permission pending, obviously, to
Sure.
move twice and ignore difficult terrain and contingency actions.
Something popped up on my screen.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
No, David popped up the.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I didn't touch anything.
You did not do anything that broke things.
Okay.
Can I ask why there's a Power Ranger sheet on the first page?
Because it uses the same system as the Power Rangers RPG, and it's the only system the only sheet Roll20 has in the system. So while it says Power Rangers, it's actually a G.I. Joe sheet.
I like how this is a flying vehicle of aerial movement,
Wait, what?
amphibious, autopilot advanced.
No, that's just a listing of traits.
Mm.
Now, what I want to know is, why is it showing Sierra the character sheet? Like an actual character sheet, not the car.
See, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's what it was doing for me until just now, actually.
Yeah, I'd actually reloaded. Because when David popped it, it showed a blank Power Rangers character sheet versus the card lock.
Yeah.
Block.
That's what it did for me
See, now you
as
see
well.
why I
I clicked
asked
on
the
the
question.
bio and info,
I'm
thinking it
not
was just
smart
all the
enough to
info's
know
there.
the character sheets for different systems.
And then when I switched back to character sheet, everything's there now.
Okay. Now,
So, and
here,
fighting shotgun, what you need to worry about, Sierra, is just this machine gun, right? Yeah.
Is there a way to make that brighter? Okay, I can kind of see it.
No, you know how to you figured out the zoom thing.
to the right of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, okay. Here's the vehicle. Much like a character, it has its
Okay.
much like a character, it has its own stats.
So D20 plus D4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unless your targeting is higher.
Yeah, which is not. And if you aim, it comes a D6,
Okay.
which you can do as free action.
Awesome.
Yeah, as I was saying, the vehicles have stats much like characters. So when you're driving the vehicle, unless you have something special that says otherwise, you'd be dealing with like its toughness and its evasion for defenses.
Holy shit! This thing has a 105 millimeter regardless cannon. What we're going against.
You'll see that it has its own list of skills for
particular skills.
for the vehicles. Now, this is where it gets a little bit situational. You can opt to use the skill of the vehicle, indicating various strengths and capabilities of the vehicle, or you can use your own skill. Now situational things will apply. For instance, if you're in a jet and there's cloud cover around, you obviously would not be able to use your eyes to see things covered by the clouds, so you would not be able to make an awareness roll for that. But you could roll using the skill of the vehicle, representing you using radar, as a for instance. Some vehicles do have special things to it, like the Vant, for instance, has defensive driving under perks. Fire points, things like that. That will vary by vehicle. So I just want to kind of do a quick overview of that. In the bio area, I just have a listing of all vehicle and weapon things for ease of reference. Yep.
Are you hungry? Yep. Or some bacon?
I do want to point out, because your twin machine guns that you have operational control over are linked, that means whenever you fire them, you get advantage on those attacks.
Oh, nice.
With all that being said, the shocks are pushed a bit as you accelerate into the escape tunnel without rolling. You kind of gunned it a bit, and are flying through the tunnel at
Mach speed.
at speeds. There's like speed lines in the backgrounds and light blurring as you are continuing to drive along. Now, as I understand it, Foxhound, you are actually like on the back of the vehicle itself, given lack of seats.
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna kill me again. I already know it.
Okay. Could I get a brawn, might, or if there's other roll I think is appropriate, a different roll, to essentially hang on given the high speeds that are being driven at?
I actually clipped myself to it, though.
Okay, you clip yourself to it?
Yeah, I'm not just holding it.
Okay.
Not that dumb.
I didn't realize they had clip points.
It's a truck, right?
Well, basically it's a Humvee. I believe when we talked about this before, he was basically clipping himself to that bar running along the back of the cab, the top back of the cab there in the picture.
Okay, fair.
Which maybe give him an advantage or something.
Well, no. If he's clipped, then he doesn't have that kind of risk. Though, I would like a roll to see, I was going to think of another one. Either brawn or acrobatics to steady yourself because you're not like in a like gyro stabilized position or anything.
I do that with athletics.
Uh,
That was a question, not.
no, I can see that because my notion of like brawn or might was the idea of holding yourself steady versus balancing yourself steady. So athletics would definitely work for that.
And we're still in an urban environment, yes?
You're
We're still in the tunnel.
You're in the tunnel. I'll count that. It's attached to the base in a plausible enough way.
Before you get above ground, you're SOL.
I'll count that.
That's why I'm trying to get the use out of it while I can. This is a non-combat skill test, so I get an edge instead of specialization, so... 21. And I critical.
Okay. Cool. Un momento. Okay. You steady yourself. You actually steady yourself.
Pretty hard.
You actually find a good way to hold yourself that's working for the moment. That allows you to say line up weapons. Your weapons pretty well. So you'll gain a up to the next shot that you take.
Cool.
Okay. I am just going to be adding a... I got it. It's fine. Okay. So, with you being braced and driving along, you'll notice something odd being shown on, being lit up by the surrounding lights. There is rubble, as it appears the top of the tunnel has been either hit by an explosive or shot by some form of heavy weaponry to cause a small collapse that you guys are currently accelerating towards. How would you guys like to handle this situation?
I'm hoping he slows down so we don't die of fiery death, but favors can't be choosers.
I hate to say this, but we're allowing the adrenaline junkie to drive.
Facts, my man. Facts.
There's only so many options that are now available to us, the adrenaline junkie driving.
I don't know what you're talking about. I assume this does not talk about the defensive driving thing of the car, so I'm going to have to use my own.
Well, you feel free to discuss things that you guys are doing there on the tunnel, careening towards this collapse area that's formed a makeshift wall. So,
Well, you see, what we're doing here is he is going to, looking at the map, this should be doable, accelerating towards the pile of crap. He is going to attempt to invoke his Thrill Seeker influence to gain advantage on a speed or strength check when not in combat, because this is not combat right now, seemingly.
Right.
To kind of get the speed, get to the side, and kind of tilt the car so it's doing the diagonal thing to get around the debris.
I would also. I was going to say this would probably just count as rough terrain.
Well, I'm currently ignoring rough terrain in theory because of the story point I spent.
Cool. Because that's going to do the same thing effectively.
Yeah, it's either the machine gun or the rockets. The only one they have available is the machine gun one.
They did that to us on purpose.
We got grenades. I want to check some grenades.
Check.
You were saying, Eric, you had a thought?
Well, what I would have done is given that spend a story point to guide, as in allow him to ignore the penalties of rough terrain, but he's already doing that by spending a story point. So yeah, there's nothing I need can apply to this.
Okay. How about you, Jeremy? Is there anything you want to do to try to affect the situation?
Yeah, we're gonna see how this plays out. And if I die, I'm just gonna, beat them up on the other side.
Okay.
It's like logic.
Okay, so you are attempting a bit of a acrobatic feat with the vehicle.
Which again was why the car had defensive driving, which I do not think this qualified for. So.
All right, what? Oh, I do want to add something. I'm going to give words of encouragement and let him know if he gets us around this without, breaking the car or taking our lives, I will reward him with the best ham sandwich he's ever had.
The best ham sandwich.
The best.
Okay.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
But
I noticed I had one of the venues I got was a one driving edge. I didn't necessarily need to invoke my influence there.
oh, gotcha.
It still negates the penalty of difficult terrain, so it's still useful.
Well, no, the difficult terrain thing was from my class feature. But I also could have gotten an edge from the training perks we did in the beginning.
I'm pretty sure they'll come up soon, anyways.
Yeah, they were doing a car chase. It's a free advantage on one car roll. This is
Potatoes.
do.
Okay. There are mere
Just experiences.
inches
That's it.
between the twin cannons and the wall as you go to squeeze by the offending debris.
Doesn't matter if it's an inch or a mile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're still alive, so he still gets that,
I don't know, he just moved us back to the rocks.
As you zoom by, I make the rocks disappear.
Sorry.
This is more tunnel.
Okay. Oh, we're doing that thing. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh, no problem. I didn't mind you moving yourself. I'll just move you back. As there's a as the vehicle falls back on the wheels that he had in the air.
All right. Well, I believe the appropriate response is making a sandwich.
I don't need to make it. It's already here. You will pull out the ham cheese sandwich. There's no mayo on it because, it gets hot in the book bag.
Mayo's nasty anyway.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
They're now doing the anime schoolgirl thing where he's got the sandwich hanging out of his mouth like toast as he drives.
Okay. As the driving
Convincing.
is continuing, you will you guys will notice a dark patch. But fortunately, you have headlights. As it appears, the side lights for a span have been shot out, not by any massive weapons, so probably their sidearms as they were driving along, because as mentioned, they do have a little bit of a head start.
That's okay. We know they cheated.
From the driver, unless you have something to prevent any kind of awareness penalties, can you roll me your awareness at disadvantage? Foxtrot can not Foxtrot, Foxhound.
That's like, what is Foxtrot? We're having people
I don't know. I like Foxtrot. That's a cool name.
which means it probably was already taken.
Foxtrot is just the alpha. It's just the letter F.
Yeah.
It's spoken. Or, I can't remember the actual term for it. It's on my head right now. I'm too tired.
Phonetics, the phonetic alphabet.
Phonetics, yeah.
Yeah. Foxhound, and let's have something I'm aware of. You can make me a awareness roll normally. Jailbait, I understand you do have some form of
Wow, my battery is like already practically dead. I'm listening.
some sort of night goggles.
It's right over there.
Yeah,
Are those currently active still?
it's part of my body. So like,
Well, yeah, but I understand there's also a roll to.
She has to make a skill roll when,
Yeah.
when we enter the scene.
Okay. It sounds like you would have had those on if you could make me the skill roll.
Well, it's not for me to wear.
I've been
Oh,
honed and
It's a
trained.
skill that she has. That,
Okay.
It was what a D.
it is. Pretty sure it's an awareness check.
Yeah,
DC 10 alertness, friend of darkness.
Okay, so that's a D20 and a D4, right?
Yes. And you said alertness for me as well.
Alertness, you have good advantage.
17 plus 4.
Alertness at normal for Foxhound. And because you have your allies of the night with you, Jailbait, you can make me an alertness roll
17 plus 4.
at advantage.
Oh, at advantage. Okay.
And you're saying I do it at normal, so what you're saying is I actually do it at
And that's
advantage?
7 plus 3. So 17 plus 4 is what?
You said we're still urban.
Yeah, if we're still urban, yeah.
21.
Forever until we're outside the base.
Or at least until the tunnel becomes more paved and developed roadway.
That alertness.
Alertness.
Going to be a D4. I already know this one won't matter, but I'm still going to put it there. Okay, Roll20 just giving me constant criticals, apparently.
Yeah, it's only a crit if it succeeds, but yeah.
Okay, did I miss yours, Freestyle?
Yeah, it's right there under the car.
Okay.
Literally.
Okay.
It's a really good sandwich, okay?
I told you.
It's distracting.
He has headlights.
Or maybe it's because I'm
I
driving
have
with the logo.
headlights plus my weapon light.
You know, that's illegal, apparently.
Apparently it's illegal. That of all things. That's okay.
Okay. Both Jailbait and Foxhound you will notice amongst the dark and narrowly lit area, thanks to your the headlights of the vamp, the two of you will notice that various broken items have been scattered on the ground in the headlights illuminated darkness. These items look like they have been damaged in such a way as to be more spiky than their shapes would initially initially have been. In addition, the two of you notice that there's
a snake in our boots.
there is also a pack of C4 on the ceiling above it. It looks like it was like kind of like jury rigged with some adhesive and tossed up there.
And like David, G.I. Joe is too cheap to spring for run flats.
Run what? I didn't see that trait on there. And with that critical Foxhound, you will notice something additional. You will notice the motion sensor connected to the C4.
Cool. I want to shoot it.
Okay.
So I'll have you know, C4 is actually chemically
stable.
stable.
It's very stable. Yeah,
It's a high explosive. It requires no explosive to access that at all. So shooting is not going to do that.
Yeah.
Like a fire is not going to do that. You can technically eat it. Don't do that though.
Isn't that toxic? Like if you have any of the smallest amounts.
Really? I mean, it is, but it isn't. My understanding.
Huh.
But I'm no explosive expert.
There's a reason why it's not in your MREs.
What, you don't have explosive diarrhea?
Oh. Okay. So you guys are still heading toward this area pretty quickly. Right now, you look in line to run over the jagged items acting as caltrops in a few moments. But what are people wanting to do? I know Foxhound is just going to suddenly open fire at something from what he was saying.
I will like to alert the driver of the precarious, difficult terrain ahead, and I would like to spend a story point to allow him to negate that. I mean, guiding him.
Okay, the thing we did earlier, is that persistent?
No, it's for.
Okay.
I think it's till the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Checking that. Recruit. No, it's aggressive. Spend a full move action in addition to your normal move to ignore rough terrain. Yeah, so that was for the one.
Okay. Then yeah, if people are okay with another story point being spent, Foxhound is going to be guiding you.
Okay.
Through it?
It's allowing me to ignore the terrain again.
In this case, it is allowing you to, I'll say to let you ignore the caltrop situation here.
Okay.
That being said, the C4 needs to be dealt with. I know Foxhound is going to be opening fire. Jailbait, are you willing to do anything?
So they're about to blow up some C4 in the tunnel that we're in.
I'm destroying the trigger for the explosives.
Oh, if he does so, I would like to pull out a golden star from my mundane backpack and stick it on his forehead as a job well done.
You can't reach me currently.
I'm proud of you. Well, when we...
But, I'm going to aim because I can do that as a free action.
Remember, you have the additional edge from the critical earlier. Sorry, the edge up. From the critical
Super
earlier.
critical.
Yep. So I'm being up twice. It goes to, I believe, 1d12.
You said you did not have to roll now, or I still have to roll?
What for the no? Because you used the story point to guide you. You don't have.
Okay, that's what I thought I could.
If it wasn't a story point, I would have given you an edge. But
I'm not actually seeing what I am looking for.
the targeting
Technical
skill is that what you're
difficulties.
looking for?
No, I'm trying to find the table for the shifting.
What's your base?
D6.
And you
I know
went-
it goes to D8, and then from D8, I believe it goes to D12.
No, it goes D10.
It goes to D10.
Eight,
That's what I was
10.
trying to figure out.
Yeah,
If that into Joe Regs.
It goes 6, 8, 10.
Yeah, I still need to like. Are the PDFs just not loading for you?
They're loading for me. But...
It's not in there. I see class rolls,
But
rolling
yes, I don't think the
skills.
shift table. I don't think is in there.
Okay.
Yeah, the shift table's not in there.
But yeah, if you're starting at 6 and you're going up 2, then you're on 10.
Cool, that's all I needed to know. Let me just copy this 2 more times, and we'll go from there. Eight, from an 8 to a 10. So the 24 hit it.
Yes.
You hesitated.
No, the difficulty's 20. I was just looking at the rules. Okay.
Goodbye, motion sensor.
There's a spark as the motion sensor is destroyed, and the vent runs, runs past it.
Cool.
Okay.
I guess it's on to the next part of this. See this supposed chase where there's nothing to chase.
Well, I mean, we're still chasing.
Give it time.
He had a 3-round head start. You know, even without having an enhanced move, it takes a second.
Don't worry, we will catch him.
Oh, I'm not worried about catching.
Also, if we're going with the pit, it's in the middle of the fucking desert. Even if he gets out the tunnel, there's going to be tracks where he's going.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we're in Utah, but still.
Desert.
Okay. You'll see something in the distance. It looks like one of your own vehicles.
I want you to know that turret is a 105mm cannon. That's a tank cannon.
That is accurate, yes.
I want you to know how big that APC technically is then.
Yep.
Because that's a tank cannon. It holds 25 people in the back of it.
Do they care if we blow up our own vehicles?
I'm
Probably.
sure that, they prefer we didn't, but if it happens to happen, given that what we're trying to prevent, then it'll be an acceptable loss.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get an initiative?
Should there only be one?
No, I think we also get turns in the car.
Yeah. I'd like the respective drivers to roll the initiative.
Sadly, we didn't get a chance to use this one.
So it's just the D20 minus at disadvantage.
Yeah, the D20 at disadvantage since none of us have the initiative
That's
skill.
a.
I don't think the
I
car
guess
has.
that's a 20.
Oh, the car does have an initiative skill.
Right? Is that a 20?
Yeah, if the card has an initiative skill, and you can roll.
There's a one.
Okay, then that was a 20.
We go at initiative of
I
the
rolled the
card.
like symbol thing. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
HD.
Plus a 9. So
COVID
I'm a
died, my
9.
friend. No, COVID died is not my. Maybe my dice that start sucking today. I'm trying to roll red, white, and blue, but that wasn't working.
Mhm.
Hey, an actual number.
Is it an actual number? Is it? Does it want you to just perceive it as? And it's really not.
Well, it's faster than them.
Hmm.
Okay. This tunnel, by the way, is abstract at the moment.
Very abstractly seen.
Um, at this point, you have come within visual range of the APC. You can kind of see it. You see it there in the distance. You are closing with it. But as you guys do, as you have the first turn, what would you guys like to do?
Shoot at it?
Obviously, I'm going to be working on closing. Since she's in the gunner's seat, presumably she'll be working on shooting.
Well, keep in mind, as the driver, I believe you count as one of the fire points, so you.
Well, yeah. But the idea is she was going to use the turret, and what I'm going to be doing is closing, so I can attempt that police maneuver where you clip them in the ass tire.
Oh, you're going to do a pit maneuver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the question is, would that the car comes with a ram attack? Would I be using the ram version of the ram attack, or would I be using the alternate version of trip?
Does Ram have the alternate of trip?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I can either do 2 points of blunt damage, or I can do trip.
I would count the pit maneuver as a trip.
Okay.
Yeah, the ram is traits blunt, drive by alternate effects of trip.
Yeah. I've got it. I was just asking the GM which one he thought was more appropriate for attempting that. So you get to roll your shooting, which is again right there.
Keep in mind, you do have advantage on the roll with these guns.
D20 plus a D4 at advantage.
Don't forget to aim as a free action.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can upgrade to a D6 by aiming.
Oh, let's aim. This is the first round.
And I will
Am I allowed
also
to actually move
shoot.
the car this time, or are you doing some kind of skill-based maneuvering?
16.
Okay. 16 one moment. Trip just okay, no special stuff.
I'm also doing the alt fire, my gun.
Okay.
Aiming.
Okay.
I have now scaled it.
Wait. You only now scaled it?
Yeah,
you
you're
just
asking about
maybe-
wanting to actually move the vehicle. I was originally going to do it abstractly, but
Well, that's what I was asking. Were you doing some kind of abstract skill challenge, and we moved closer and further apart based on that, or was I actually using movement? I'm fine with either. I just need to know which way we're going.
my plan, given that this is one long ass tunnel, was to be using it abstractly.
Which is fine by me.
Okay,
I just, again, like I said, I just need to know how we wanted, what I was doing.
gotcha.
So for that, I would be doing.
You would be making a driving roll.
Okay.
All the two of us shoot at it, and you're making the driving roll to get to it.
Yep. That's the.
It's interesting how they have vehicles do things.
Yeah.
It's basically everything has the same values. It's just if it's anti-tank, it removes the armor bonus, the toughness. And if it's not, it's just they have the bonus of their plating.
Okay.
For their toughness roll.
Now, I see I have the thing that allows me to force them to use evasion, but I can also choose to have them use evasion if they're shooting at us. With, at least.
And with defensive driving?
Well, there's defensive driving that says I can force them to use evasion. But I don't see anything in the combat section that says I have to use, that I can't use evasion under normal circumstances. That's why I was.
Yeah, much like regular combat, unless something specifies you can choose what evasion to use.
So, in theory, unless they do something weird, I don't need to invoke defensive driving to force evasion. I can just choose to use evasion.
Yeah.
Unless they do something weird. Okay.
Yeah, unless you do something weird.
Okay. There's Sierras, there's it's on the last name rolling. Okay.
/2. Was that? Oh, it's damage. Okay.
Assuming it succeeds, it's a crit, which is why it's the 2 and the trip effect.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if I'm able to get close enough to attempt a sideswipe or not, but if I do, it's crit.
Okay.
Well, potentially a crit.
Okay. Oh, you rolling a d. Okay. Okay. There's your Hot Wheels rule. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the 17 is my attempt to close the distance, and then the Carcundo is my attempt to hit them.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so in theory, not close enough to hit.
Yeah. You are, however, closing. Okay. It looks like. Let's see. Jobit's rolls up here. 16, 14. That's
Nathan, 17 for me, thank you.
So I was looking at Joe Bates rolls. Okay, hits. Okay, Foxhound, you're shooting from where you are. Fortunately, the maneuvering room here is kind of crappy. Unfortunately, the APC, the A stands for armor. So, but even with that, you are able to get some solid hits in there. Okay, let's look at the. I see there was just rolls from Jailbait, not the listed damage. No,
The listed damage for the vamp is 1.
Listed damage for the machine gun,
And
assuming
one
she does hit,
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
well.
1 sharp damage,
Yeah.
multiple 3 targets. Okay, she can hit 3 targets if she wants to.
Yeah,
That's an
that's an effect.
yeah, it's a 1 sharp damage.
Okay.
Times success, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. With the machine guns going off practically right next to you, Foxhound, it does not prevent you from making any accurate. It doesn't affect your accuracy at all because
I'd have been disappointed if it did.
because you're from the place where you distract sound and sound doesn't distract you.
Oh dear God, I just realized something. We just did. She hit as well, and then I hit with the 17.
Yep.
We already did 3 damage to this thing.
That reminds me, I need to list their HPs on their bases. Go. And
Oh, the vamp has 5? Wow. I thought the ramp had less.
Oh, that was weird. Let me fix it. I fix.
Can you fix it? Can you?
Yes, I can. Okay. Whatever Cobra is in the driver's seat is trying to affect a form of like again narrow evasive driving as your shots are coming in. And this maneuvering has caused the bulk of your effective shots, Foxhound, to ricochet around and hit the driver, causing a large amount of damage to the vehicle. The Moto Viper can determine damage to himself or damage to the vehicle.
Oh, that's cool.
So he just took. Oh man! And that motor Viper is probably not in a very good state then. That's 2 damage. Also, that doesn't work for one simple reason. The APC has armored cabin; they cannot be targeted.
He's not being targeted. He's saying that the guy's using an ability he has as a creature to divert damage from the vehicle to himself.
That's really.
Yep.
That even works with armored cabin. The text can't target the vehicle's crew.
That just means I need to change up my description.
I say it's not that you targeted him. The guy is using an ability he has as a creature to take some damage for the vehicle.
Yeah. Right or die.
I understand the intent of the effect. I was just confused by it because it's just like they're in an armored cabin. They shouldn't be able to be affected. But no, that makes sense.
I say it's a creature ability. It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah. I'm just going to refluff it then.
No, keep going. I got it. I understand it now. I was just confused because I was trying to understand the traits. And so, all good.
Okay.
And now they shoot back. I'm not sure whether I'm proud or disappointed that I have almost as much dodge as a car.
You should be proud.
I mean, I know 19, a car having a defense of 19 is a high number in this game, especially at our level, which means why me having a defense of 18 is really good. But at the same time, I'd like to think I'm more agile than a car.
I want you to know this. You are technically more tough than this APC.
No,
And the car.
No, no.
Yeah, you are.
It has more hit points than I do.
I'm talking about toughness. The actual AC.
Well, remember, you have evasion and you have AC. You have evasion and you have toughness.
Well, that's what I mean. Your toughness is better than the car.
Well, only because my armor is reinforced.
Okay. The back of the APC
Explodes into 1,000 pieces.
flies open
That was correct.
as you see Faceless.
The boss. He got kicked. He's a no name in Cobra, so he's trying to become a name in Cobra.
He's looking for clout.
Yeah, and if I recall the picture correctly, he's basically a generic wearing Cobra Commander's mask.
No. Poor guy. I just feel sad for him.
If I recall, he just had the generic officer picture.
Right. But I'm pretty sure he had the shiny featureless mask.
So what did I miss?
We're in a car chase.
And we're on fire.
Wait, what game are we playing?
G.I. Joe.
I thought we finished that.
No,
we were in the
we did
hangar.
not.
We had the car chase left.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I thought somebody mentioned it was like, "Oh, hey, are we finishing this or are we just leaving it at it?" So
No. We're finishing it.
Oh, okay.
We are men. We don't leave
Okay,
anything
I'm sorry. They gave him a paintball mask.
They gave him a World War I German helmet and a paintball mask. Yes.
Well, I mean, they all have the same helmet.
You know.
No, the
they
Motor
all-
Viper actually looks like he's.
No, I'm talking about the generics. They all have that helmet. Even the bats had that helmet.
That's very sad.
But holy shit, for real? He opens fire with his, you can see his gench pistol, his pistol here, firing at the, at the vamp, hitting the Deagle with the volley of fire.
And that's a crit, too.
Something,
On us.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
something must have been hit, as there is now
See, I told you we were on fire.
a slight
You're welcome.
hissing sound as one of your tires are hit. Unfortunately for me, but fortunately for you, I will have to go back on what I said earlier and simply state that while your tire is hit, fortunately it is a form of run flat, so you're continuing to move forward because you have positive HP.
Huzzah!
Like I said, fortunately for you, but unfortunately for me.
I have a history with run flats.
Yeah, David does not like run flats in RPGs. They keep foiling him. Specifically in GURPS.
By the way, you should shoot at this vehicle with your machine gun.
Should I? Should I really?
Because
If
you're
shoot
also
at it-
going to be stuck on the back with me.
Either your machine gun, or if you want to go full gunsmith cats, your exploding ammo.
If you shoot at it, I'll give you the most awesome Miss PB&J that you've ever had.
Look, nothing has been able to overcome my shitty dice so far.
I believe in you.
I'm glad someone does.
Believe in the heart of the cards.
Yeah, the heart of the competition. And pulling their weight.
I will at least say this much, David and Chris. Everyone that's not, all of them wear that same stupid helmet, except for the Vipers and the Moto Vipers.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and
If
take
they
a
don't have
take a shot.
Yep.
Well,
You're making wait till technically it's our turn now anyway.
I don't think I clicked forward, but
Well, I mean, they took their turn, but yeah.
oh no, the
That's right, yeah,
APC is still doing things.
Yeah, the turret.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't
I'm gonna go
like
ahead
that you said
I'm
the
gonna
truth.
go ahead and key it in.
I need to
The
change your wording.
the recoilless cannon fires forward in an attempt to pull a similar trigger that I must have pulled before, in attempting to destabilize an area in front of it that's about to go under. Unfortunately, the shell hits a particularly reinforced point on the G.I. Joe base's tunnel and deflects off, detonating in the distance.
There's a light in the distance. I'm kind of glad he missed.
You're all glad he knows.
Okay. Vamp, it is the crew of the Vamps go. You can feel free to make another Hot Wheels roll if you'd like.
Are we there?
Yes, we're van. The car is a van. That's what they call it.
I got you. I'm on board.
So you get to make your 1d20 plus 1d6 at advantage thing.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
You and the gifts. This is just great.
Yeah.
Well, you crit with the 18 if you hit.
Yeah, assuming the 18 hits, that's a crit. What do you need?
That white box right there. Yeah. Is it?
There's something in there.
And go ahead and roll your shooting because Brian, because we're all going on 17. Okay, yep.
Okay. What's gonna happen while I have the distance here? You are going to accelerate in an attempt to trip. I believe this goes against the V. It's like a regular attack that goes against the
They're tough. I believe it's toughness.
yeah.
Yeah, it actually specifies toughness.
Okay. You attempt to the pit. Faceless grabs onto one of the internal rails to keep his footing inside the aft cabin. While you feel that your hit would have been good on a normal vehicle, the sheer weight of the APC made the particular spot you hit not super effective. Because as I said, you still have to hit for the trip to happen. The APC then accelerates away. However, having the superior speed, even though you inherently slow down a bit from the tap, you now have this 4 square distance.
It's not bad, right?
We got a lot closer, yeah. Keep
Uh,
firing!
I see you're rolling a d6 here, Annie Venom.
Jesus fuck. Yep, we're back.
Well, where's your d20 though?
The 2 was my.
He rolled 2.
You
Oh,
rolled a 2 and a 6, so a total of 8.
oh, sorry. I assumed that 2 was also a d6 for some reason.
Yeah!
Why did
It's
you have to
almost
rub
like
it
it
in,
sucks.
David?
Why
Why
are
did
you
you
rolling
have
it
to
that
rub it
way? That's so weird.
So
Well,
much.
because I thought we had to distinguish between the.
You just total it.
Just total it, and then we could just hover over it and check what the D6 was.
Yeah, so it only matters if you max out the other guy.
I thought it was easier this way. Okay.
Well, as long as we know that's what you're doing, it's fine. But we just need to
I
know
mean,
that's
that's
what
what
you're
I've been doing
doing.
the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing the whole time. It failed every single time.
Well, there's
Maybe you should try it the
see if that
normal
makes
way
a
instead
difference.
this time.
Your machine, your gunfire.
I don't feel so bad because I rolled the exact same thing that Jailbait just did, so at least somebody else
She has advantage, so she actually got the 18.
I rolled an 18.
Yeah. Brian, you want to spend a story point to mulligan that?
Yeah, let Brian look at that.
We've been doing that this entire campaign.
Well, I mean, they
With
regenerate
little-
every scene. There's no reason not to.
With little difference. You know what? Let's. Yeah, I'm gonna do it your way. Let me see. All right, 1d20 plus 1d6. All right. Let's see if it rolls any differently.
It's better.
It is, markedly better.
2 points, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too higher. Okay. Can you make me an athletics or an acrobatics roll?
If I had a droid, that'd be so much better because I could throw them here.
Oh yeah.
When the game starts, can I get a medical droid?
Only if it gives you a feat, because droids are a feat.
Okay, because
Heads-
I need a droid or an assistant so that they can be better than me.
Okay.
I need someone with less stats so that they can outperform me.
After you fire your fully blown machine gun here, it sparks against the armor of the APC, and you'll see Faceless duck a bit as some area interior of the cabin sparks as your bullets hit back there. Due to the nature of what's going on, you're going to be clipped onto the back of the vehicle. So can I, not the APC, but the vamp, can I get a acrobatics or athletics roll to see how well you're steadying yourself with the speed and the driving that's going on?
Acrobatics. I suck at that. So let me try.
Or athletics. Might not suck at that.
Well, it doesn't matter what I have. Technically, I'm supposed to be good at all these things.
He has neither one, so...
D20 disadvantage?
Oh, wait, no, you said athletics? That would be brawn.
Okay.
No, wait. Well, actually,
No,
athletics.
brawn is separate.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So D20 disadvantage?
Yeah, 1d20 disadvantage if it's athletics or acrobatics.
So I'm going to roll a 1 or a 0. Awesome. This will be good.
You got this. Believe in the heart of the cards.
Well, it's impossible to roll 0. You're just stuck with whatever's on the die.
And technically, it could land on a corner with my dice.
Oh, yeah, but that counts as cost. You get to reroll that.
Okay. The APC. The APC rocks from the high caliber machine gun fire. As
That's
it
a critical,
momentarily-
by the way, so it does more than just 1 damage.
As it
Oh, God.
I will mark. Ooh, can't do that much more. I'll mark 1 more hit point off the driver.
The fact that you said that. Ooh, I can't take off. That's a little depressing.
Well, I mean, the driver actually has a decent amount of hit points for the system.
Well, given that what they try to have the driver do, I'm not surprised.
Um,
I feel like I shouldn't roll anymore.
but the force of your machine gun has of the Vamps machine gun has basically caused the vehicle to like swerve a little bit, go off its wheels, some of its wheels for a little bit as it hunkers back down as you see like pits in the armor.
God damn it, this motherfucker whirling bird over here making me miss shots.
Is that where we're going?
And then there's my shots.
And you got
Yeah,
him
what we're going with.
with,
Get a better idea.
with that roll.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with that roll, the evasive driving is going to be affecting your aim for next round. You're going to be at a disadvantage for next round.
What do you notice?
I want this to somehow make it roll better. Okay. PogChamp.
I've been forgotten.
No, I said
You
PogChamp.
just said your name, yeah.
I rolled an 18. I do 2 damage. I want to see you have that driver die. I dare you.
Oh no, he's not. He's gonna have the vehicle take that damage.
That's 2 damage, thank you.
It's 2 damage. Okay. Okay. Your fire is like riddling the vehicle. There is there is some smoke coming from the vehicle. In the a fair bit away in the distance, you'll see light that is not artificial. But 5 rounds until you guys hit desert.
6 rounds until Anti-Venom hits something.
I don't hit my targets until I get a contract.
Oh, sorry. Was there a hot word roll last time? Yeah. Again, there was a driving roll, and that's okay because we were still on that for that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
pretty sure you moved me closer and everything.
Okay. Greasewell, you have to cook something more out of this Joe's engine here. There's a muffled sound that, for the sake of the people at home, can be heard as I'm putting the pedal to the metal. But we did choose a heavier vehicle. You can't put this on me, Greasewell.
I feel like they can.
I know I charged the car, but you can't blame me because I'm the one in charge. This is your fault. That's the way it always is in car, right? It's always the fault of the guy beneath you.
Always.
That's your Cobra Commander. That's always your fault, and they replace you with Snake Man.
Mm.
To be fair, he failed for years before they replaced him.
And his replacement failed a lot too.
Yeah, he was like their god, so you can't exactly replace him. And if you look at it, Joe invested too much money into Cobra, so he couldn't back out.
Neither did the twins.
Mm. No, so I guess we're just stuck here? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, when you look at it, it's just like, oh, hey, what are we gonna do? It was like, man, it's like we really don't like the way this is going. And then it was like, huh? Yeah, I think we're just kind of just stuck here. Fuck.
Attempts at world domination apparently are not a tax law right off if you box them. So, it's cheaper to keep failing than it is to back out.
Okay.
They might say, key to life, do not fail, or you won't be able to back out of your plans for world domination. Just remember that, kids.
Uh-oh. They're shooting at you here.
They're shooting at me? Man, they can't.
Yeah, shooting at you.
They can't aim.
Also, the vamp doesn't have an armed cannon, so yeah, you're a valid target.
What are you talking about? I don't speak English.
Okay, Jailbait, you will see that that faceless, now that the vehicle he's on is done significantly rocking, he has released a hand from the from one of the interior support bars for the personnel and has planted, and at first it looks like he's aiming at the vamp, but more specifically you can see that no, he's aiming at you.
Because I'm female.
What kind of evasion would you like to use?
I recommend evasion.
The one where I don't get hit. That's always nice. That's always.
It is the best evasion.
It is the best evasion. I don't think I have anything.
Yeah, you do.
I do?
Up at the top.
At the top.
Evasion.
Oh, okay.
Total 17.
17.
17, okay.
Else you can justify a way to seduce
Holy
people.
shit! I keep critting for days.
I want to demand a reroll. This was rigged. This is rigged.
I want to reshoot, and he's trying to shoot me again. Well,
David's stealing all the crits.
David stealing all the crits means we have more story points.
Yay!
Because every time he crits, we get story points.
We're dead. Hey, new story points if we're dead.
Agreed.
Actually, you're only defeated, you're not dead, and yes, you can spend a story point to act on your turn even though you're
And she's not
defeated.
defeated. That was how much damage?
A lot.
it's going to be 2.
Yeah.
It was like, how much damage was that? A lot.
Well, in this, in our level, that is enough to take her to 0, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Only 2?
She only had 2 hit points.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm dead.
There is a fragmentation on the windshield as the bullet goes through, and you see your teammate and Gunner. How would you like to fall to 0 HP?
Remember the scream that she makes in Dead or Alive when she goes down?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Kasumi?
No, my face plane is what's her face?
Christy.
Chrissy? Okay, gotcha.
Well, I know why you're critting, David. You're rolling on your skill dice with advantage.
No, that shouldn't have advantage.
KH1, that's keep highest.
Yeah, if you look at the D20, it's only rolling once.
Yeah,
Look at
because
skills.
he has
I'm
a
not talking
special
about the D20. I'm talking about skills. Skills will determine
Yeah, it has that because of all the dice it's rolling, it's keep the highest die.
Yeah, because it's doing the specialization thing.
But the KH1 lets you,
That's the way it's coded into the character sheet.
I'm dead regardless.
that's weird, but okay.
Yeah, it's
I remember using the cage to.
Yeah, KH1 to keep the highest number. It's using the highest number rolled.
Yeah, keep the highest of a D2, D4,
And the D4 was the was
How is the advantage done again? Because I remember it being
advantage
very
is you roll
similar to that.
advantage is you roll the D20 twice. Specialization is you get to roll every die.
No,
under,
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the code for it.
Oh, advantage for the code is KH1. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is rolling the code correctly.
Again, I'm dead regardless.
It's rolling 3 dice, keeping the highest one. In this case, the 4 and the 4 are both the highest numbers, and the 4 that counts as a crit is the one it's
Okay.
using.
I don't entirely agree with it, but
That is how you code that.
The fact that it uses the same code makes me not trust it.
Well, you can not trust all you want. That is the appropriate code for rolling multiple dice and using the highest one. Which is how specialization works in this.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying I don't trust Roll20, and I'm pretty sure Roll20 is doing it wrong.
Well, but again, all I can tell you, based on the code it is displaying, that is the correct way to do that.
Having configuration is really powerful.
Yeah.
Hey! It's outside. Leave it the fuck alone, homie.
So, Jailbait slumps against her console.
Thank you, the parent safety arm to make sure she's not dead.
Oh no, lunch lady's down.
Is that your new call sign? Lunch?
It's not a bad one.
Suddenly, suddenly you'll see,
Well, I gotta say, you're the doctor.
I think that's what he thinks. I mean, if you guys let me die, you guys won't get any more sandwiches.
Right, we need our sandwiches.
No more Capri Suns.
suddenly you'll see Faceless grab onto one of the personnel support bars as it looks like the APC is slamming on its brakes. Greasewell, what are you doing? Don't worry, Faceless, I'm going to deal with the problem. No, keep going forward!
I don't think he understood
Okay.
the assignment, guys.
What is the, unless you're going to force matter, what's the toughness of the map? But I believe with defensive driving you can force matters.
Defensive driving, if I only move half move, I can force matters.
Okay.
Because I did not move half move last time, I have to use toughness, which is 15.
Basically the motorbike is attempting to ram you with the rear of the APC by slamming on the brakes and trying to angle it correctly. Regular success, not a critical success. Okay. PC. Okay. Does 2 damage to the vamp as it
2.
yeah, ram is 2 for the APC.
Oh, lucky you APC.
Toughness
Oh, wait, no, that's 2 also. Never mind.
2 blood.
Yeah, it's just 2 period.
As the mass of the APC crunches into admittedly the armored portion of your engine block. It's Faceless now maybe like a dozen feet or so in front of you because the personnel cabin of APC is open because he was shooting at you, and you can now more clearly hear him say, "Accelerate! Go faster!" Okay. Go, Jones.
I can't go. I'm dead.
Technically, the driver can still shoot the gun with no penalties.
Hey, thanks. I'm trying to get the subtitle. That is true.
It's like some fucker shot out my windshield.
Okay. Are you shooting the vehicle?
Which one shot her?
Faceless specifically.
I'm shooting faceless.
Okay.
He has no badge to raise his AC. You can take ibuprofen? Can you take ibuprofen?
Well, that's what.
Okay.
Where is it?
I put it back on shelf.
He
My doctor told me to start taking
he stumbles
3 hours after I take another.
he stumbles backwards from the hit. Ugh! As you did not see the telltale spark of his armor absorbing the hit. Okay, Foxhound, what are you targeting? The vehicle?
Oh yeah, I'm targeting the vehicle to make it blow up.
Okay.
There's a similar solution to this problem. They're shooting someone directly. It's making the vehicle go blow up, and then they're just gone with the vehicle.
In theory. They could walk out of the crash,
Okay.
but presumably they'd still be hurt by it.
Your shots riddle the APC, causing causing some tires to fly off, and there being sparks as it hits. It's a tunnel, and the APC begins moving like slightly at a canted angle and begins to tumble before after a few moments exploding. Any Venom, what would you like to do?
I guess. Try to bring my coworker back up to health.
Okay. Keep in mind, due to the roll from earlier, you'd be, unless something cancels this out, you'd be rolling at a disadvantage.
Okay. Don't I have advantage on this? I can't remember.
Well, let's see. You've got the medkit +1 edge, yeah, because you are a doctor. You are making a medicine check at advantage, which means you are now rolling flat. If you're trying to bring her back to full health, you're trying to make a DC 15.
Okay.
And remember, because you're specialized, you get to roll a D6, a D4, and a D2. And take
I just want you to know that we're all at like 1 HP.
Yeah, we're still up. She's not.
That's true. I'm just saying it's kind of funny. It's like, oh yeah, we all with the 1 HP
Yeah, we all level 1.
or down.
Yeah, we did a level 1 part adventure.
True, but at least
You said D6, D4, and D2.
Yep, and take the highest.
D6. I want D65. That'd be nice. 4. D2.
Okay.
well, you make it.
No, if you're trying to bring her back up to full, that's 15.
Yeah, 14 plus 3. Is,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Took me a minute to figure out what he's doing. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, congratulations, you're back to full health.
Yep.
You're back at early
Goddamn
speed.
goddamn little goddamn.
I give him a gold star.
It's like look at the gauze on the wound. Okay, yeah, good.
Just got a giant adrenaline needle sticking out of her neck.
Okay, you did the shot of vengeance, Foxhound.
Does that mean I get to go?
Sometimes good to go means being good enough.
I don't know. Does that mean you get your turn?
Yes, what would you like to do? There's currently an explosion from the APC as it has.
You can shoot the guy who shot you.
Yeah, definitely want to shoot the other side. If I'm gonna roll for you.
Let's see.
Okay.
20 KH1 plus 1.
There is a silhouette of the explosion that I guess you're shooting at. Is that a critical?
It's a natural 20, but natural 20 doesn't mean shit.
Okay. I wasn't sure if she rolled the highest on her.
No, she didn't.
Okay.
Well, natural 20 doesn't matter in this game.
So 1 sharp damage times however, many increments of the AC,
Yeah. Let me look at his stuff.
I assume a 24 doesn't beat him by enough to get multiplied, but
Okay. Now,
I didn't know how you would be able to multiply if anyone has over 10. Unless you roll over a 20.
well, remember that chart. That chart can give you massive bonuses.
yeah.
And I think there's like accuracy modifiers you can get.
Yeah, there's things you can do. Now, we're not very likely to do that at our level. That's a higher level thing, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand at like higher level, but
like in theory, you could have done it to the Cobra Troopers.
oh yeah, the normal Cobra Troopers
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. The silhouette, now limping from this from this last shot, moves out of the fire to show not the driver, but Faceless, who walks out.
Slow that bastard down!
His pistol has a fragment of the APC just sticking into the clip, basically rendering the gun non-functional. Discards the gun, looks at the vamp, and all of you guys, as beat up as you are, still inside. Damn it, Joes. That was my only ride.
Let's get from it, guys.
And he'll drop to his knees. And seeing not just your guns, but the large ass machine guns that's on the vamp, he'll raise his hands with his last 2 remaining HP. The fire of the APC behind him, his outfit, like scuffed up and darkened by the fire. The explosion from the APC, I just automatically had do 1 damage to the occupants. Which consequently does mean that the driver is now defeated.
Faceless was the driver?
What about the driver?
No, Faceless was riding the back.
Yeah, no, Greaseville, his compatriot, was...
I'm gonna make sure Greaseville was in his chart and fill in the thingy. Gotta keep that out.
Okay.
I know effectively it's now over, but I'll at least make sure to have Savak go pull him out of the fire.
Joe Bate just mentioned doing the same thing, so I guess Savak can aid you in that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What role do you feel would be appropriate to extract someone from a vehicle?
Painfully.
I think about my skill.
Oh.
Mm, I'd say might.
I don't know, that'd be brawn.
Brawn or I think brawn would be the most appropriate overall. I think.
Hey, is that what you want to do?
Now I'm gonna open the car door and hold my blade to his throat and say, "Climb down now."
He can't.
Pretty sure it's unconscious.
Oh, he's unconscious?
I think, yeah, we want. You just asked me how you want to try and get this guy out of the car that he's stuck in there.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's like, get up. I'm just laying there half dead. I said, get up.
can I enter from the passenger side and just kick him out the driver's side?
His vehicle is a burning wreckage.
I mean, fire don't bother me none.
Feeling brave, but then 2 hit points.
Okay, from the sound of it then,
She's on 2 gods.
can you make me an acrobatics roll then? Because you have to get onto the vehicle
I
because
think
it
I'm good in that.
is tumbled over. So
Not today, you're not.
Okay, well then no, I'm not good at it. It's
okay,
because I'm wounded.
Big old 6.
Mm,
you get burned for 1 fire damage.
no, no, fine.
However, you are able to retrieve him. You just take a little burn damage from it.
Okay.
We'll keep him covered, Doc, if you want to, make sure the guy's still alive.
Do my best. I'm my best. I mean, I'm not sure if it's even going to work.
Well, if you're trying to stabilize him at 1, that's a DC 10. You almost can't fail that with your skills.
Delbate goes to look like he's gonna kick him and then stops
Challenge
himself at the
accepted.
last minute and he's like, "Oh, I'm a new person."
So, same as last time, D20, D6, D4, D2.
D60, 42. Right.
And remember, you have advantage.
On the d20.
Yeah, on the D20.
Almost did fail it. But didn't have it.
Okay.
It was unprecedented, Leo.
Shit.
First in the process, my ass.
Oh, I will now place
Process nearly got us fucked up.
on Eric's forehead.
No.
Upside, you may suck with guns even though your dice say you shouldn't. But you have to fail a medical roll, so at least we can't call you malpractice.
That's true.
I would love that name. Not gonna lie.
That would sound more like a Cobra name. Just saying.
Just talking about villain art.
Nuh-uh, here's the Snickers.
Okay.
Call back to Dial Tone and Company, let them know that, situation is contained.
I'm pretty sure they had a front row seat to walking us to it.
As you are reporting in, the screen will go dark with this white subtitle that says "sometime later." Given that it's sometime later, feel free to restore your hit points.
Yeah.
The
Back to not dead.
I replenished my backpack.
the sound of a thrumming noise moves throughout the base, along with some slightly louder, almost kind of like clicking or thunking noises as the pit's power it has been fully fully restored, along with the other Joes that had left earlier now returning. You all will hear some bits and pieces from the Joes that are coming back and kind of being oblivious of the fact that something happened in the pit. You'll hear something something about Lady Liberty with a machine gun. And as people are moving through, a few do note that do note that it looks like something may have happened here while we were gone. The liaison you can see amongst the crowd looks like they were talking to some. Looks like he was talking to someone, and then moves away. The figure he was talking to, moving through the crowd towards your group. And one moment. I'll use this over here. In a less aggressive fashion, the image is going to show this person. Approaches. He goes. I just heard from Dalatone and your liaison about what happened. And first off, I would like to apologize to each of you. Given your new status in the Joes, you should not have been put in such a position. Defending the pit like this is something that requires skill above and beyond, which I am glad to see that each of you had demonstrated, and that is the material of being G.I. Joe. Coming up against unexpected odds and using your skills, your power, and your team to prevail. Just keep in mind, though, there is always a risk of something worse happening than what's been reported to me. And even if that worse did come to pass, with the skill you've shown here, I'm sure it would have been brilliantly mitigated.
Brilliantly.
But aside from my apologies for the situation, I am proud of you recruits for getting through this. Now, if you're not,
Shit, and you know the thing about chicken wing? Be good.
that's a great attitude to have.
Must say, couldn't identify this team. You got Foxtrot. Must say we got Foxtrot, Cafeteria Lady, and Free Falling.
Did you say free balling?
I heard free falling, but
I'm pretty sure it said free fall.
Free balling was last session. The Joe will give a somewhat amused smile, which now that he's talked a bit, you guys recognize that. You guys recognize this individual as General Hawk.
Oh, shit.
Oh, well done.
Jailbait just rolls her eyes.
No.
I will be forever the dour October guard.
Ooh.
Now, Joe.
However, Jailbait does pull out a little Ziploc baggie of watermelon and hands it to Malpractice.
Thank you. Yeah, get kind of hungry out here. Thanks. Think you could, slap us up some good old food.
No. Unless you have more pressing matters, recruits. I understand that your previous tour of the pit was brief, and I'd like to rectify that.
I don't need a tour. I already took one. I mean, certainly, yes. A tour would be nice. I even have popcorn.
I mean, I prefer to see a tour of the pit that has significantly less snakes in it.
Okay. With that, that is the conclusion of the mission, and with everything you guys went through, feel free to increase your level from 1 to the mighty 2.
Oh, okay.
The important thing is, we tried. Yo, Joe!
I feel like it's the perfect way to end it. Everybody just kind of like, at least we tried. Everybody shrugs their shoulders. It's like, yo, Joe.
Hey, it's good enough for the pilot of the original. It's good enough for us, right?
I mean, can't even argue that.
If people are interested, after we go through the process of leveling, I can start another mission.
I mean, I'm not technically against that.
As far as leveling,
I'm okay.
So what's up?
So I'm okay with it.
I think, because otherwise we kind of call it for the night, because that's the end of the adventure, and like,
As far as leveling goes, it's going to be very similar to what you guys do with with D&D.
just look at the chart for your class, and it'll tell you what to do.
Yeah, look at chart for your,
Yeah, just wait till
Yeah, I got you. Just give me a second.
yeah.
Do me first.
Yeah,
And
do
then
you first, please.
And I'll need to double check this on the system off of his head. I believe you also get a skill rank for leveling.
It depends, but yes.
The chart tells you what stat goes up, and when the stat goes up, it gives you a skill rank because
Okay. Gotcha.
So that's what the essence boost is. I assume that doesn't actually increase your stat though.
Well, it does.
But
Your stat actually goes up from that. It's
Yeah.
on top of that.
Yeah. An essence boost means your essence, aka your stat, went up by 1. When your stat goes up by 1, not only does its subsequent defense go up by 1, but you also gain a skill point for a skill in that stat. Now you can use that to buy a new skill, you can use it to raise an existing skill,
I believe you can also use it to get a
you can
specialization.
use it for specialization, yeah.
Does it
Okay.
tell you what stat or do you?
Your class will tell you what stat goes up at that level.
Okay. So it's not one that you pick, it picks for you.
Yeah, it picks for you.
Yeah.
You get to pick what skill you raise,
And
but it tells you what stat to raise.
if I'm not mistaken, it says when you can get perks.
Our first perk is available to level 4.
Okay.
Somebody's microwave or something.
No, that's me saying I roll my oven. I be making some pizza.
Yum yum.
Okay, adaptation and one of my exposures.
As you guys get even more powerful.
I don't know, that puts me down.
I currently live now.
You lift now?
I have a beast of burden, 2 up on all might rolls to push, drag, or lift.
Nice.
And I get an additional hit point. Just because shut up, apparently.
As a reminder, if you increase conditioning, you also increase your health level.
Yeah. And the conditioning skill is obviously under strength.
Yep, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Given how abstract it was, how was the car chase through the tunnel?
I was fine with the abstract. That worked great for me. It had the potential for a little bit more back and forth than we actually got, but that's not your bad.
Yeah, that's why I kept having the driver take the hits for the vehicle to have it last a little bit longer.
Think fast and mobility.
Let's see.
Down.
Do you not remember
Down.
what skills are in speed? Let's go look at that real
Good book.
quick. Speed skills.
Oh, great.
Acrobatics, driving, finesse.
Think fast. You can now use deception or infiltration in place of initiative.
Oh, cool.
You can lie or hide your way into being faster than me.
How does that work? I just roll my.
When we're rolling initiative, you can use your lying or your stealth in place of an initiative skill roll.
Nothing about this makes
But I'm still at
sense.
disadvantage, correct?
No, because you actually you're rolling it disadvantage before because you didn't have the skill.
Oh.
Because you are using a skill you have, it is not a disadvantage.
Ah,
I've been doing hide and table and surprise him. Get better initiative.
so that's a D20 plus a D4?
Whatever your infiltration skill or deception skill is.
This is my deception for you. Deception is a D4.
I think they both are D4 though. I believe you have built-in advantage on one of those.
Just
I think deception.
infiltration, I think.
Do keep in mind that the item mods you guys have requisitioned do need to be returned to the PX.
And you gain dash, basically.
Huzzah.
It's like mobility. You may now.
Does it work like it does in Ninja Gaiden? Or is this a different type of dash?
It means you may now sprint, aka double move, or hide as a free action.
Okay.
So, yes, you are more ninja now than you were before.
Huzzah.
You are ninja, we are ninja.
Level 2, sneak attack remains the same. Okay, you gain +1 speed.
You and good thing to know. Actually, you and every Joe deploy with the same basic equipment. Fatigues for the mission, depending on what you're doing. A close combat weapon, a sidearm, a rifle, and 2 grenades.
Yeah, the normal.
I will definitely take the grenade.
That's basically the standard issue.
I'll add them to the backpack.
Does it not give the requisition rules up front? Is it buried in
Well,
here?
the requisition rules are at the beginning of the equipment section.
Is it saying I can't take the grenade?
No.
Already qualified at that. Already technically qualified for rifle by default.
Okay, yeah. Standard, limited. Okay, yeah.
Now, here, you gained 1 speed skill, right? So we can raise the skill you already have, or look into a new one.
I gain 1 speed skill?
Yes, so you can raise acrobatics, you can raise finesse, which is your kung fu, you can raise infiltration, which is your stealth, or you could take targeting, which is the ability to hit things with a gun.
Oh. I want to take anything extra right now.
Okay, so if you're only raising something you already have, that would be acrobatics, finesse, or infiltration.
Some people have. Is infiltration the one that I get a advantage on?
Currently you have advantage on... you can re-roll either deception or infiltration. And let's see, once it's seen, you can, get an advantage on smarts, which would be deception. Yeah, most of your built-in advantages are towards deception, but you can't raise that right now.
Okay. So it's acrobats, infiltration, finesse.
And that's it. Since you said you didn't want to take a new skill.
Yeah.
Acrobatics is effectively D6, finesse and infiltration are D4.
Okay, so let's go with finesse.
Okay, so you've gotten better at kung fu.
Yeah.
Now, situationally, you can get advantage to infiltration. It's just, that's not built into the class. It's
Yeah.
By the way, finesse is actually what you use to use a sharp melee weapons. Just let you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I use.
yeah. Her sword goes to finesse. However, your big ass knife goes to might.
Me?
No, it does. I thought it goes to finesse. Because it's a sharp weapon.
It depends on the weapon. That's why I noted it on your sheet. Like hers and mine go to finesse, but your I think it's a sax goes to might.
Yeah, the CQC heavy blade.
Yeah, that goes to might.
Oh, nice to know. 'Cause I was actually thinking of taking up initiative. But then I realized that initiative, I can't spell today.
As a heavy weapon, heavy melee weapons generally go to might, which are those of you like axes and great swords and bigger, heavier things.
Mm.
Brian, do you have any questions about leveling up your character?
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Okay, you are a first level infantry. Okay. For infantry, level 2, you would gain 1 strength point. So your strength would go up by 1 and giving you a strength skill.
Mm-hmm.
So looking at your sheet now, that would bring your strength to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning you have a toughness now of 16 before armor.
Ah.
You have a die you can invest into one of these strength-based skills. Currently, you have brawn, conditioning, which is your health, or might, which is your hand-to-hand.
Um.
No, not you, yeah, Brian.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah, we already did yours.
Oh.
You're
okay.
good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, so Brian has 1 strength skill he can raise, or buy anyone. So like you can raise brawn, which is lifting, basically. It's physical exertion, conditioning, which is hit points, or might, which is like hand to hand and melee weapons.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know if you have a preference there or not.
Not much.
If you don't have a preference, I'd recommend conditioning just because that gets you extra hit points.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as the doctor, I feel like you should have more health, so it's harder for you to go down.
That probably would be best.
Okay. That brings you up to a D4 in conditioning, which increases your health to 4. In addition, you gain the gallantry ability, which says any effect that would cause the frightened condition on you is rolled at disadvantage. If they succeed anyway, the effect is half as long.
Nice.
In addition, you can now take custom gear, meaning you can requisition light or medium armor once without spending one of your requisition slots. And you can choose a free limited armor and limited weapon upgrade. So we can actually get you your improved ammo now.
Okay.
I will update your sheet accordingly for that. So yeah, you now have anti-fear.
Huzzah! If the rest of us get scared, just throw a PB&J at us. Shooters on and a Capri Sun. But make mine's a lemonade flavor.
Ryan, your mic's clicking.
Good. Alright.
I look at the weapons. And
Assuming Eric did his, we are all leveled up.
I still need to use my environmental exposure, which I can't really make up my mind on. Because I can see 4 options that I think would be good. Beast did make my dog go from limited to restricted because of Beastmaster. Armor upgrade to make the impulse armor be silent for free. Armor training so I can then instead get medium armor. Silent weapon expertise so I can get a shift in 1 for always being silent. Like having a weapon that is silent. Weapon training so I can get 3 new qualifications for limited or 1 for restricted. Or a weapon upgrade where I can then get a standard or limited weapon upgrade without affecting my requisition amount. I can't make up my mind on those. Which one would you suggest, Kristen?
I was not paying attention, honestly.
Um.
Dang.
Well, when you said Beastmaster makes the Sabak less expensive on the requisition end.
There is no, that's not. Well, what happens is because I have Sabak from Beastmaster. If there's something that gives me a pet, it instead upgrades Sabak.
Okay.
So because he's already limited, instead of getting another standard pet, the pet I have becomes restricted.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so it becomes better. Well, Sabak was actually rather useful in the first mission. Took out some robot, got the car keys. Hell, he probably could have dragged you to the car if you wanted him to.
But yeah, so I can upgrade Sabak into restricted. I can make it where my requisitions are better because I either take an upgrade for free, take an armor upgrade for free, or train myself in better armor, going from light to medium. But I'm not qualified for medium armor, I'm just better. Like, I can actually use it. Or make it so that I can use this. If I have a weapon that is silent, I can be better with using that weapon because it shifts my skill of using that weapon up by 1.
I personally would lean towards Beastmaster, but that's just because I find Sabak useful.
I'm thinking the same thing. I'm just trying to make up my mind. And it's a decision that I wasn't expecting to have to make on the spot.
Brian, are you still good in terms of the leveling, or do you need a hand?
In theory, it's handled.
Bueller?
Huh?
I think we lost him.
I'm sorry, I was talking. I said I didn't think I could change much more besides that.
Well, if you wanted to do if you did not like something about the character, since this is becoming an official campaign now, we can sit down and change it. When you have some free time. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything you have a problem with or not.
Outside of die rolls.
Well, I can only do so much with die rolls, unfortunately. Like I don't know if there's a specific thing you were looking for.
Nothing I can think of.
Your permission, I would like to take that free mod you got to equip your big fuck off gun with a laser sight. That might help your aim problem.
Uh,
Will it make my D20s roll better?
It won't make your d20s roll better, but it means that assuming you take it a minute to aim, you'll be rolling you'll be adding a d10 to that d20.
Okay, that might actually help a little.
Okay. That's like because since aiming is a free action, and you don't want to use your free actions for anything else.
let's see. I'm gonna go with Beast. I need to upgrade Sabaka. His movement becomes 60. Oh dear lord, that is fast.
Congratulations, he's finally faster than me.
What the
Um,
feet?
his size will still be common because he is a doggo. But he gets a bonus of 3 to his toughness instead of 2.
Mike's doing it again.
Okay.
You did what? Standard attack? Or was it utility? I can't remember. I'm not quite sure.
Pretty sure I made yours an attacking roll.
Well, it doesn't change anything with her. Wait, no, it does. Regardless of function, eliminate pet gains 2 additional essence and 1 additional health. I get 2 more essence and 3 extra health. So he has 7 health now. Sorry. He has 6 health now. So. My pizza done. Do. And I get 2 more essences to spend.
It didn't tell you where the distances have to go.
Nope, it just says I get extra. Gains 4 additional essence and 3 additional health.
Okay.
I'm on step 3, so I'm just trying to think of where to actually put it. Um. Wait, so the dog uses might for its bite attack?
Yep.
Huh.
Because it's not a refined, dexterous martial arts type thing.
After that. Um. You already have initiative, you have that.
I'm kind of waiting for questions or finalizations.
Yeah.
Restricted animal pet gains cute since the general park 3 times.